Now, rock, paper, scissors, this is my first impression of this. You have to say, I'm a little surprised, but not fully disappointed. I'm more gratitude it exists because Nickelodeon has a habit just ripping itself off over and over again. Now, clone a SpongeBob, but not clone a La House. Or they do try something completely different and bury it if some apparent reason, or say it's a failure, let's cancel it. But usually they're not failures. The one who does a little bit more different from Nickelodeon is that they have this sort of weird expectation to be as successful as as SpongeBob and La House. Even La House took a little while to be successful. That let's face it, you kind of expect this show to be canceled under a few episodes just because it's Nickelodeon. But besides that, the show is any good. You have to say yes and no. It has potential. Yeah, I'm glad it exists. Before I continue explaining what I'm talking about, my name is Rachel. I'd like to talk about animation. Not just animation, I do reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. And of course, I really like, if you like how this is going, put a like, comment, and subscribe because any one of those things helps my channel to be bigger and better. But besides that, thank you for subscribing and liking down below my fellow subscribers. But besides that, how I feel about this show. I feel it's sort of a refreshing from Nickelodeon because it's not the first time a show does sort of a sitcom, fun a bunch of three main characters live in their own house. Be the first, not be the first time or the last time Nickelodeon attempted to do this. A little while ago, they did something similar, something like Go something something jacket or something like that. It's a bunch of different animals. All those short stories sort of connected. The last show they made, but this one I feel is more superior version. This one feels have a lot of potential because they understand the sitcom tropes, the sitcom cliches, and know what they're actually doing. The only problem is has that one season sort of problem that I know what I want, but I can't execute because we don't know how to do it just right because we just don't know the characters. But more explaining what I mean they know what they're doing. It's a fact. Just look to the characters how basic are. They're rock, paper, scissors. Their personalities not really fit what they actually are, but yet there's the joke. For example, rock supposed to be a hard object, it's tough, emotionless. But this show make rock sensitive, over the top, just sort of very emotional and very feminine, but easy to be broken because he's a model. He's very open to everything. He just break to pieces, but yet he's supposed to be a rock. Paper, our now main lead of this show, is supposed to be the smart one, the clever one, the most attention, the most wisest, but he also a narcissist, sort of full of himself, and also very incompetent every time he's trying to invent something. And you have Scissors, the very useful, coolest, but you realize it's a bum. He's probably the most useless character of all the trio. And that's the whole point. Sort of making joke after joke, sort of really having a lot of thought of what the characters are in the sort of the kind of sitcom dynamic the live sort of roommates. And they go places, at least the first couple episodes I watched. And yet I really enjoyed it, but at the same time I'm not fully satisfied. And that's why I'm in the very beginning, because this show is still trying to figure out how it works. Of course, it's not the first time a sitcom actually did work. There's one called 16 from Canadian that was really popular back in the day. Now it sort of died off. People still remember that show, but it's not the same level of rock paper scissors because it feels they know what they want, but yet not yet get there. But it still had some charm to it. That you have to say, yeah, I could probably maybe stick to it if you're the type of person who like to give a show multiple chances too. I went to the season end to see it. Maybe it gets better. And I'm that type of person. If you're not, you probably be a little disappointed because some of the comedy is sort of hit or miss. What I mean, when you set up a joke, you have to be perfect timing in the punchline because you do the joke too fast, it feels boring. You do too late, it feels you trying to try too hard in other words. And that's sort of the problem with sitcoms. You have to nail the comedy, then the characters, because the comedy is the most poignant thing in the sitcom, because that's what you're trying to make. And this show kind of makes you laugh. I mean, 50% I feel was sort of kind of dull. The other 50% I chuckle, except for once every single episode. Once I really did laugh because the joke was actually really funny. But once again, I don't know if this was how the writers wanted to be, or that sort of we not yet get the timing right. That's sort of hard to tell sometimes because it's a comedy show. You just don't know could it actually work. Now the animation is kind of weird. I mean, not weird. It's sort of you see what the animate objects, but not just animate objects. You also have people also that are better drawn than the rock paper scissors. And once again, it's just sort of how the world is sort of built. It's sort of kind of I guess sort of World Gumball. I feel they attempted to do something like that, but yet I feel it's okay. It's not distraction. I feel it just fits how it is because how the show is built. Something like kind of regular show that you have weird things happening, like you have a god of the rules or god of driving, and they have to defeat it or deal with it, and that's sort of the straight and narrow jokes they're trying to do. Something random happens, or they lie, they get caught, and something weird ultimately happens. And that's how the show is written. Once again, it's something if you kind of like, you probably enjoy, or at least try. If you don't, you probably skip it. But besides that, I kind of maybe recommend it as a very beginning. Just try one episode. Other than that, I can't really say much because it's something that I was sort of curious and wondering is any good. In fact, you watched Rock Paper Scissors, you tried it out. Do you like it? Do you hate it? You feel it's okay, or you want the people were I'm gonna wait out a little bit longer. Tell me down below, let me know. I got nothing else to say, just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.